Bill? Oh, boo-hoo, you whiny vamp. I'm really not caring.
Thank you.
For what?
I'm glad you sought me out. Amidst all this merriment, I wasn't sure we'd have a chance to speak this evening. I was hoping you'd spare me a moment. There was something rather magical I wished to show you. More's the pity you've already found someone else to make merry with. Just the two of you. There's something unspeakable about Shadowheart. But I mean that in a good way. She seems to me like a bud on the cusp of bursting into a rose. That, or deadly nightshade. Far be it from me, of course, to question your tastes.
What are you going to show me?
That, my friend, must remain a secret for now. Or rather, for as long as you've eyes only for someone else among our troop. Another night, perhaps.
Ah. Ah, here's Will.
Ah, hells. I was hoping you wouldn't notice I was gone.
Of course I noticed. It was no party without you.
Really? I'm honored. In truth, I don't feel in a festive mood, and I didn't want to cast a grey cloud over the night. I'm a devil. I love the people from the Grove, but I unsettle them deep down, as I seem to unsettle everyone nowadays. You don't want a devil at your party. Claws will pop the balloons, you see. And the sweet cakes don't taste half as good as raw eggs with this blasted forked tongue.
You just Come on, you're exaggerating. Not that much has changed.
There are spikes in places there really shouldn't be.
Oh.
But off with you. This is your day. Have a dance. Enjoy the music.
Think of it. No more caves, no more tents, no more running away. We'll be in a city with roads and markets and homes.
Thy wheel, dost thou require a new
He has nothing else to state.
Would you look at this place? All these people happy because of us. It's nice to be somewhere where good is still possible. And with such lovely company. With you, and just lately, I feel like I can remember what it's like to be good.
I can imagine there weren't a lot of chances for do-goodery in Avernus.
I tried in the beginning. Blew up in my face spectacularly. Lesson learned. Never try to befriend a devil, cambion, or imp. Orphans are good for a drink and joke, but you can't turn your back on them. But hey, enough about that. That's history now. I want to think about the future. The one nice thing about being trapped in the inexorable grind of time is you've always got something to look forward to.
That's true, and I'm looking forward to spending more time with you.
Me too. I don't think I've ever looked forward to anything as much. You better go enjoy the party before I do something I'll regret. I like you unburnt, after all. Bye, soldier.
Now we gotta talk to him.
Patience.
Have you no respect for showmanship?
Having performance issues, Roland?
Hush you, and behold!
We could be a dick and say, "Is that it?" Should we be a dick? What? Okay, y'all. Vote. Or, you know what? Yeah, you know what? Yeah, I'm gonna be a dick.
I'll have you know, he can also make them blue.
Never have I met such troglodytes. Now, pass the wine.
Are Roland and Leah actually getting along? I know you cut down a horde of goblins, but this is far more impressive.
Look at them.
The plugin
How
isn't
happy they
working?
are.
Uh-oh.
We did that.
There we go. Got it. Okay. How about the three of you? Having fun?
Yeah. Don't tell Roland, but his magic show might be the highlight. He's been doing them since we were little. He'll make it big in Baldur's Gate. I know it.
I need to dance. No. No, I need to lie down.
Sherry! That's infernal for cheers. Or possibly turnip.
Kick that goblin king in the head.
So ferocious.
That's what I keep...
Look at them all. Guzzling poison like we've the right to be happy.
You should join them. Have a pint or two.
Perhaps it'll make the evening more tolerable.
Don't exactly know who that is, but hey, we'll go with it.
You won't have to worry about us anymore. I'll fight anything we meet on the road. Anything. Watch out, Baldur's Gate. Chell's coming for you. You won't have to worry about us anymore. I'll fight. Watch out.
Oh, she did it twice.
Hope you're enjoying the night, hero. I certainly am. Cheers to many more like this.
Gotcha. Also, why is nobody questioning the circle bloodbath on the floor, on the ground here?
Without you,
Anyways.
You came through for us. That's a change from most adults I know.
Don't mind the large amount of bloods, just a quart. Don't be so harsh on the elders.
I'm not. I'm glad they can celebrate before we've even got to the gate. Just like I'll be glad to be rid of them once we're there.
No more. I can't afford to lose any more of them.
You have no idea how good it feels to see these people smiling.
The singing we could probably do without, but even so, thank you.
Go on now. Don't waste a night like this talking to me. We'll discuss your problem tomorrow.
I thought you might care to have a drink with me.
In truth, I rarely imbibe. The stuff goes right to my head. Before you know it, I'd be breaking into song or declaring love to the first person I laid eyes on.
Perhaps there's something else you'd rather do then?
I'm sure there are. You strike me as extremely resourceful. But there are many grateful people here who want to spend time with you. I must not keep you all to myself, as enjoyable as that may be. Go on, enjoy yourself. Seek out some wine before it runs dry. There are a lot of thirsty people around here.
Will do.
I should be out
Oh,
there
she's
talking with them.
Really? Oh, okay.
Just a moment, maybe.
Anyways, our route is going to be with Shadowheart because I actually really like her.
Buzz of celebration quiets to a soothing hum as you approach your bunk.
Though you seek repose, you needn't spend the night alone.
There is one who yearns for you in the dark. Who will you seek? Your heart skips a beat. What treasures might this night bestow?
However, we are gonna revert
You
around,
made it. Come
reload,
here. Sit with me.
and see how it goes with Lae'zel. See if it's going to be a different scene or if it's just going to be her. You know what? No, we're not. Yeah, well, maybe. Anyways. All right, what do you have in mind besides the bottle, that is?
Well, to begin, I think a toast is in order. Any suggestions?
To us.
Bold. What does us entail? I suppose I'll find out. To us. Now tell me something about yourself. And no tadpoles, dragons, marauding goblins, or anything like that. Something about you.
You got your sights on the sassy wizard. Oh, you first.
Don't laugh, but I'm not quite sure I have anything to share. When you worship Shard, secrecy is everything. We'll sacrifice our own memories when ordered to. A lot of the little things, they're lost to me right now.
Wrong. You like night orchids and you can't swim. You told me once.
I did. And you remembered. You're sweet. There's still plenty of wine, and the whole night is ahead of us.
I mean, if I can have both Shadowheart and Karlach, that'll be great.
Nearly light. The others will be awake soon.
Look into the others can wait. I don't want this to end just yet.
Another moment won't kill them, I suppose. Well, it might, but let's take that risk. Thank you for last night.
I hope there'll be more to come.
Me too.
She trails off. You read an invitation in her eyes.
Yes, sir.
That didn't hurt, did it? Good to know. For the future. Let's head back. If we must.
I trust you enjoyed your evening. After all your efforts, it was well deserved. It may be some time before you're afforded another such night. There is much to be done, and I promised I would help you however I could. I'm certain a cure for you can be found at Moonrise Towers, but it's complicated. The journey specifically, it's extremely perilous, though it seems you're well accustomed to navigating danger.
Yeah, what's so dangerous about it? Moonrise Tower it is then. I better make haste.
Wait. There's more you need to know. To get to the towers, you'll need to pass through a terrible place. A cursed place. This curse shrouds everything in shadow. You will not find life, light, or anything natural there. Any who linger are twisted by the curse. They become shadow beings. Tormented, dangerous souls.
Sounds like I have no. What did you suggest?
You could go overland, along the Risen Road or through the mountains. Easier at first, but you'll run into the shadow curse eventually. You could also go under. There is a tunnel somewhere in the ruined Temple of Selûne. It leads to Moonrise Towers through the Underdark. Long ago, a man called Ketheric Thorm built a secret stronghold deep down there, before rallying a whole army of Dark Justiciars, Shah worshippers.
Dark Justiciars. Must see for myself.
Aradin and his lot were looking for a way down there. They were promised riches if they retrieved a relic called the Night Song. But I think there's more. From this stronghold, Ketheric's forces could access both the Temple of Selûne and Moonrise Towers. But he was defeated before he could launch an attack. If you can find this place, I'll wager it will reveal a more direct path to Moonrise Towers. And maybe even bypass the worst of the Shadow Curse.
Well, guess what? I found the hidden entrance into the Temple of Selûne. The way is clear.
Already? If only I'd gone with you instead of Aradin. I would like to join your camp, if you'll allow me. I can offer my skills, my counsel. I've long sought to return to Moonrise Towers. It seems our fates have aligned.
You want to come to Moonrise with me? Why? What about the Grove?
I've chosen a successor as first druid, Francesca of the High Forest. A bird's already been dispatched to summon her.
I think I know who Francesca. Let me double check. I think she was actually one of the druids at, nearing the end of Baldur's Gate 2. I think. Oh, maybe I don't know her. Maybe I don't know her. Anyways, who?
Precisely. Who indeed? You do not know, and neither do any of the others.
I thought I
knew. The Grove needs to move beyond the mistakes of the past. What it needs is an unknown quantity. An outsider who can enforce the Oak Father's teachings without bias. This is why I chose Francesca. She will restore simplicity and purity to the grove in my absence.
Very shrewd of you.
Contrary to how some think of us, we druids can play politics when necessary. Now, we've quite the journey ahead. Best get started.
As always, we got to start our conversation with Shadowheart.
All's well, I hope.
Of course. Unless something's the matter.
No. I just wanted to see how you felt after the night we spent together. When we talked and kissed.
The night's meant a lot to me, and I hope there's more to come.
I hope so too. Though I'm not sure what kind of courtship will be afforded, given all that we're facing. But if you want to see where this goes, I do as well.
You seem intrigued when Halston mentioned a Dark Justiciars before.
I was. He mentioned Dark Justiciars, and we've come across other signs of a Sharan presence during our travels. I'm not sure I can dismiss that as a coincidence.
You and I, we share something special, I think. I want to talk about it.
Very serious of you. But go ahead.
How are you faring?
It's strange. I've been dwelling on what I told you before about wanting to become a Dark Justiciar. But perhaps I should be content with my lot. I'm already blessed to have you at my side, after all.
I'm gonna head off to bed. Alrighty, Grouchy, thanks for hanging out. You go get yourself some sleep. Start feeling better. Cheers to you.
Fine. What's on your mind? Quite splendidly, to give credit where it's due. You and I have shared some good times together, and it seems we have plenty in common.
I suppose you want to hear about Cazador.
Said you was your master?
My old master. Before the Mind Flayers took me from him. Before this strange, twisted freedom. Cazador Zar is a vampire lord in Baldur's Gate. The patriarch of his coven and a monster obsessed with power. Not political power or military power, I mean power over people. The power to control them completely. He turned me nearly 200 years ago. I became his spawn, and he became my tormentor.
Tormentor, what'd he do?
He had me go out into Baldur's Gate to fetch him the most beautiful souls I could find. It was a fun little ritual of his. I'd bring them back, and he'd ask if I wanted to dine with him. And if I said yes, he'd serve me a dead, putrid rat. Of course, if I said no, he'd have me flayed. Hard to say which was worse.
Sounds terrible, I'm sorry.
Thank you. But this isn't about sympathy. It's about knowing what we might be up against. The Mind Flayers aren't the only monsters out there. They're not even the only ones hunting us. All I'm asking is that you keep your eyes open and watch out for anything lurking in the shadows.
You keep me safe and I'll do the same.
What more could I ask? Now, is that all?
Jed, you're going to share your bunk with Asterion?
So I did, and he served his use. Most enthusiastically, I might add. I may even avail myself of his talents again, should he keep his fangs off my flesh.
Ah. Hello, sir.
Oakfather's blessings to you.
I have to ask, how do you know so much about the parasite?
I studied one up close. Closer than most would care to be to those things. A drow attacked me and I defended myself. Afterwards, I was able to examine the tadpole that emerged. Hideous, but fascinating. Like nothing else in nature, I'm glad to say.
The shadow curse you spoke of, surely it can't be that bad.
It's had the whole region around Moonrise Towers in a chokehold of darkness and despair for years now. Those who remained are shadow cursed. If you don't die at their hands, then you become one of them. We have to get to Moonrise, but the less time we spend in its blighted surrounds, the better.
What about the secret stronghold in the Underdark? You must know more.
Precious little. But I'm quite certain it can still be found.
Where do you want to go?
Those illithid creatures threaten the natural order. It's my duty to do what I can to stop them. There's also the Shadow Curse. It's an affront and must be cleansed. I helped overthrow Ketheric Thorm and his Dark Justiciars years ago, but I failed to prevent him from unleashing darkness across the region before he was defeated. If I can join you and get close to Moonrise, perhaps I can lift this curse, just as you find a cure for your infection.
It seems like you feel responsible for this shadow curse somehow.
Well, there's hardly anyone left to share the responsibility with. Few who witnessed the fall of Moonrise still draw breath. What Ketheric Thorm unleashed is not something that nature can undo by itself. I must do what I can. I studied the Shadow Curse for years, but to truly understand it and stop it, I must reach its source.
Do you know how the shadow curse can be stopped?
Perhaps. But we'll need to get closer before I can put my theory into practice. Put it from your mind for now. Once we near the curse, then there will be more to be said.
Is that why you went with Arden? You thought you might find this route to Moonrise?
Precisely. Then perhaps I could have done something about both the Shadow Curse and Ceramorphosis aberrations. But in my eagerness, I put far too much faith in the abilities of Aradin and his band. We didn't even get close.
A celebration with the tieflings before. I hope I didn't come over too strong. Got caught up in the moment.
There are few things that are too strong for me. And cast those regrets aside. You did not get caught up in the moment. You seized it. In other circumstances, I would have done the same.
Ah, thank you. The same?
Perhaps. But best to not dwell on nights past. There are plenty more yet to come.
How are you faring here in the camp?
With such stimulating company? Never better.
You're still faring well at camp?
With such stimulating company?
I
Never better.
think I might be sick beyond the tadpole. I'm getting worried.
Everything in your mind has been destroyed from what I gathered. And from the path I see you on, you are doing well at picking up the pieces. I am here to be your ear as you bear your burdens, and the arms that protect you if you can shoulder them no more. I believe you when you tell me that your symptoms do not wholly align with the makings of the parasite. But until we remove it, I doubt we will be able to isolate the rest of your troubles.
Try as I may not, I can't, as I may, I cannot stop thinking about death.
A haunting has come upon you. But the first step is this admission you have now made. You will not walk alone into this night. Remember that. If I had my fleet of druids and a month of hard research, perhaps I could help. But I'm no savant. For now, I can only guarantee a cure for ceremorphosis.
Understood.
Oh, hi.
Oh, she has nothing to say. Oh dear. Will is still down here.
Githyanki patrolling these wilds is an unexpected surprise. Whatever they seek, they'll not hesitate to kill us if we stand in their way.
The Gith Knight is as merciless as the dragon he rides. That we still have our heads is nothing short of a miracle.
Yeah, it is. Need to point out, in the early access, when we first confronted that area, the checks were insanely high to get past. And it was Lae'zel who officially had to do it. Aside from like me persuading Lae'zel to essentially play along, all the other checks was based on Lae'zel. Because she was the one who has directly confronted them. It's like, this is so weird. Anyways. In all honesty, I may not actually use Will all that often until he reaches level 7, which is level 5. Levels. Oh, I know. No, until he reaches level 8. Okay, so it's time for us to carry on